It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. All that and more coming up next.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Well, today, two AFC teams set to do battle. This should be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, a lot of buzz here in the tri-state area about these Jets in 2023. Do you think that they are ready to challenge the Bills and the Dolphins for supremacy in the AFC East?
I certainly do, and for two big reasons. Number one, Aaron Rodgers is in town at quarterback, but number two, their defense, which kept them in every game last year and only got better through the draft this year. If they can pair those together, they can compete with anyone in the AFC East and the AFC in total.
Now, meanwhile, for the visiting Chiefs, it's business as usual. They come in as defending Super Bowl champs, and they feature what was the #1 scoring offense in the NFL a season ago.
The consistency is the key, and it all starts with the head coach and emanates from there. Offensive coordinator's been around the team for a while. They understand how these players operate and what it takes to put them in position to be successful.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on first down. Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Wilson to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 10 yards out. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long, then here, just nothing available, and he's got to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a strong first half from the former number 2 overall pick, Zach Wilson. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Tony. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jamie Sherwood. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was... Well, you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3. They got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your